Why settle for less when you can see more with Flow? With Flow's digital video service, you get more channels, more customizable video packages, more flexibility with your personal video recorder, pause, rewind, and record your favorite shows. In other words, we give you more so you can really enjoy the bigger picture.
Flow, watch, talk, click.
This is CC6 News Night Week in Review for August 12 to 15, 2013. It was the week in which a GBSS student takes the top spot in 2013 CSEC exams. Scholar believes losing out on 8th Calypso Monarch title was an intentional plan to embarrass him on the magical night, and new Groovy and Soca Monarch Kings crowned on Bacchanal Friday night. In sports, Kirani James says defending his 400-meter world champion title did not go as planned. Stay with us to bring you details when we return.
I am Kirani James, and Quarterback is my back.
If prosperity really matters to you, come home to Grenada Cooperative Bank. Since 1932, we have shared the same values: financial diligence, investing with prudence, transparent compliance, consistent performance.
Welcome home, Grenada.
No matter the economic climb, we always stand the test of time.
Welcome home, Grenada, the bank that goes the extra mile. Welcome home, Grenada, the bank that serves with a smile.
Welcome to a bank you can truly call your own. Grenada Cooperative Bank.
We care because you matter.
Welcome home.
It's a popular belief that all windows and doors are the same. But at St. Lou Metal, we know the difference. With true Grenadian craftsmanship and precision that gives the best quality and low guaranteed prices, you have a wide variety of windows and doors to choose from. Skylight windows, 2-half kitchen doors, aluminum doors with window inside and screen. We are the doors and windows people. St. Lou Metal, building number 19, Frequente Industrial Park. Call 439-6538.
Thanks for joining us. I am Samantha Williams-Worm. The young man that emerged the top performing student in Grenada following the CXC CSEC examination says he was not expecting to top the list of over 3,000 people that sat the exams this year, as he continues with his plans to fulfill his dream of becoming a mechanical engineer.
15-year-old Josh Henry became the top student in the island this week following the release of the results of the 2013 CSEC exams. The Grenada Boys Secondary School student is ranked number 1 in the state with his accomplishment of 14 passes. He spoke to the news team on Thursday on the school grounds about his preparations.
My main subjects today was maths, physics, and the rest of sciences. Preparation, well, it started since Form 4. Me and my friends will stay up at night to try to get the body accustomed to lacking sleep sometimes. So when in Form 5 we had the SPAs, you can stay up the night and finish them and stuff. Most of the exams this year, especially chemistry, I thought chemistry came very challenging from last year's exam. Last year's exam made me give the idea that it would come relatively easy, but it came challenging, but I still tried my best in it.
The former student of St. Paul's Government School says come September he will attend the School of Applied Arts and Professional Studies at the T.M. Morrisher Community College.
Maybe a mechanical engineer is something me and my brother dreamed of since we were very young. We always wanted to somehow design vehicles. So, and as I grow older, I started to get more interested in not only designing vehicles, but designing other types of machinery. So a mechanical engineer just seemed the thing for me to do.
Second place in the island went to Zoya Buckmeyer of St. Joseph's Convent, St. George's, with 11 passes and 11 distinctions, and third place was another GBSS student, Randy Riggs, who secured 11 passes with 10 distinctions and 1 grade 2. The sister island of Carriacou is also ranked in the top 10 as 3 Bishops College students, Shadel Peters, 11 passes, Shane Olivier also 11 passes, and Texan Gabriel 10 passes claimed 4th, 5th and 6th positions respectively. But the most outstanding performance in the entire Caribbean is coming out of Guyana, where Zemina Rashid secured a record-breaking C6 performance where she passed 20 subjects with 18 grade 1s and 2 grade 2s. Her classmate Yugit Posad also achieved stunning results with 18 grade 1s. Sherry-Ann Noel, CC6 News Night.
The 4th ever DiMaggio Queen was crowned on Sunday night after an evening of biting calypsos. But the man that was dethroned believes the plan was to simply ensure he did not take the title.
2012 Calypso King Finley Jeffrey Scholar says he believes there was a concerted effort to deny him his 8th DiMaggio title on Carnival Sunday night. Scholar, with his 2 selections Invocation and Cannot Deliver, went up against 9 other Calypsonians at the National Stadium for this year's crown. And speaking to CC6 Newsnight when he completed his 2nd song, he hinted that something may be brewing.
Confident and comfortable. I mean, the only thing to stop me right now is some kind of funny thing with the judge's decision, you know, but you cannot take it for chance, really. I think that I did everything. The presentation went well. It was a new doo-wop song, you know. It took everybody by surprise. Cannot deliver, but putting in new lyrics and so on to fit a certain occasion. And I think that it was well received.
But he was beaten into 2nd place as one of 2 females in competition. Keturah George was announced the new monarch. Speaking to the news team after the results were read, the St. Patrick native says he does not believe the judging was unbiased.
Coming 2nd, I was surprised. I expected 5th or 6th or thereabouts, because really and truly there was a move from since they started with this judging workshop and all this kind of crap things that were held. This was done for tonight. This was done to embarrass me. So I knew long before that I was not going to win. Despite my effort, I could have done what I wanted. And what they found was that Sour Serpent and Sheldon and so on, who were really touted to do it, couldn't do it. So they pacified it with Keturah. You know, this is what is happening. I mean, I'll be frank with you. This is what is happening.
She didn't really work to deserve the crown tonight.
I'm not saying that she didn't work to deserve the crown. I'm saying, darling, that I would not have gotten it, no matter what. And they would find somebody to just give the crown.
The 7-time king says rules have been in place for 6 years as it relates to the selection of judges for the National Calypso competition. But those regulations were not followed this year.
There is a protocol. In fact, the court handed down a decision in 2007, right, as to how judges should be picked and so on. This protocol was totally gone against, all right? And you had a few people, Aisha and Twine, and a few people pick the judges. This is unheard of. That's why we have a judges association, an independent body, picks the judges. The judges are ratified by the Calypsonians. There was no ratification of no judges. Nothing like this was done, brother.
Nevertheless, the new queen of the Merry Monarch says she is surprised by the victory, but believes the messages in her songs, abuse is a sickness, and Calypso abuse worked for her.
Get so much abuse from the east, west, north, and south, and right now she's crying out, Calypso, Calypso.
Well, the first song was about abuse against women, and I tried to make it strong and direct and to the point, covering all the sectors from childhood to adulthood, and then also talking about what we should do in the end. And Calypso abuse is about how we've been treating Calypso. Examples, and asking us to do better in the end. Next year I have to come and try to reclaim it or put up a good fight for those who are coming against me.
What do you think set you apart from the other 9 competitors tonight?
My will to do my best and make sure the messages in my song got across.
Placing third in the Mardi Gras was Sour Serpent with Spin Bowler and Witchcraft. Sheldon Douglas was fourth, newcomer Rootsman Kelly fifth, Randy Isaac sixth, Papa Jerry seventh. Foopy and Smallies tied for eighth, with Nashonda coming in 10th. Blossom Alexis Welsh, CC6 Newsnight.
Two new monarchs were crowned last Friday as over 25 artists took to the stage during the long night of musical performances as the favorites brought their A-game to the competition.
Fantastic Friday Night, which did not see the record-breaking crowd as that of 2012, had performances from some 26 artists in both the Groovy and Soca Monarch finals. The show began with the Groovy category, with Kelvin Otis Celestine opening the show, and he was followed by 9 others, all of whom were crowd favorites. At the end of the show, the judge's decision was announced, and the crown left the sister Isle of Carriacou and went all the way to St. John, as Ren Royal Geese, Blacker Dan, with his rendition of Whole Day We Jammin', amassed a total of 430 points, dethroning the defending champ Shotpree, who had to settle for third place with 398 points. While former Groovy Monarch Scholar was second with 405 points. Here now are some highlights of the top 3 finishers.
Sent out a broadcast message last week by your BlackBerry. 220 women, just to see what their response would be. About that feeling they get when they won't lie or gently. I was amazed by the responses that came back to me. Beauty say, she wanna wet. Nashanda say thirsty. Most of them say that honey feeling, but Bunja done it, of course. She said that each you must scratch, dig it.
Squeeze along and she goes in. She want to cut back the engine, so patiently she waiting to give me a wine. She says she feels and she able, any man she could handle. She rolling it like a spindle and mash up she's fine. When I come to fete, I take me too. I say tonight girl is me and you. Stick up on she bumper like glue. Man is what your boy didn't do. I bring she, I take she down. She start to ball and tell me she born. I say no. You say when you, man you swear to God you go.
I just reach box up with my partner. The one who does bring all the liquor them. He say he giving me a cooler. Plus 2 ladies, he say both of them. Lord. Well, if I plan to get on crazy,
Nothing wrong with that.
I feel to wind up on 2 ladies.
Nothing wrong with that.
Well, if I feel to run in the barn, get up and throw up my hands. Well, you don't know that is the plan, but you don't know the jamming.
Prior to receiving his crown, Blacker Dan spoke with CC6 Newsnight about his performance and selection.
What I could say is that I ain't sure if I will win, but I could say that I'll bring my best. Everything didn't really play out, you know. I just have a video in the beginning and it didn't reach in time, you know. But I could say I give it my all, you know. I try my best, and the judges' decision is final, you know. I agree with whatever the judges think, you know. And I just hope that it come out the way I would like to, but if they think that somebody did better.
You did a bit of picong that had the crowd going there. Was that something special or a spur of the moment?
I planned it, mostly everything I saw there I planned it.
Also speaking with CC6 Newsnight after their performance was Scholar and Shotpree.
And we went out with a bang, so we started with a bang, middle, throughout the song with a bang, the end with a bang. There was no drop in the intensity. So this is what I was actually looking for. To me, 2013 is probably one of my successful years, most successful years music-wise. You know, the songs that I have out there are some Groove. It's doing great things. The Fast One, which is a new kind of experiment, is doing good. And what I've done this year is to surround myself with youthful producers, you know, teenagers and so on. And I think that it has worked well in my favor.
That's my most soca, calypso, melodious song. And I know if I had put it on well, as long as I could sing it out properly, there was a good chance with a good presentation that I would remain or retain the crown. I know coming in I was not a favorite song, but when everybody leave here tonight, my song will be one of the favorite songs.
After the groovy came the clash of the giants in the power soca, where the judges were left with the challenging task of deciding if the veteran will rule or second place winner in 2012 Boise, 2 of the 5 finalists from historic St. Patrick will wear the crown. At the end, the judge's decision was handed in and Jalen Olive Boise, with his selection Mass Everywhere, was announced the new soca monarch with 419 points.
What you gonna do if you want the train? The engine give up, so you might miss the plane. You can come again, cause you want the train. You virgin them call, they have enough. You miss it. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? So come on, on. Tell them for me, I say, pass on the way with them now, yeah. It's back on people,
Elimus Gilbert, the inspector, who had a brilliant performance and presentation of his selection, the veteran, finished second with a total of 402 points.
Tell them the hitman, still they ain't down. How are the people want? Sweet soca song for 2013. Young men understand. Music is what I love. I'm a veteran. Some singing one verse and a chorus. They repeating it and telling us play mass. I know they want me to go, but I see machine up the show.
When the veteran,
we want him in the party.
when the veteran,
So come on up to make us happy.
when the veteran.
I'm very happy because, to be honest with you, I work hard. All what happened there tonight, I planned it, and that's exactly how I wanted to come out. And the most important thing, I get a love from the audience because for the past 2-3 years I was here, and the response was very poor. That is why I take a year rest and I decided to come back. So I could sleep good tonight, win or lose. I'm happy.
There was a 2-way tie for third position between the youngest competitor and newcomer, 17-year-old Javon John, Lil Vaughn, and Little Natty and Thunder.
My self-confidence wasn't that high to know that I would come third in the soca monarch. So I'm very happy with myself. I'm satisfied.
Unlike the other artists, you didn't stay on stage for long. You just delivered. Who taught you that strategy, or is it something on your own?
Well, I was backstage and looking at the other artists perform, and I was being quite observant. And I saw that the red light was coming on for many of the artists, and I know the red light means that they ran over time. So I decided that I would just deliver my song and do what I have to do and get off. So this happened to me.
Here now are some highlights.
Jump up, she go replay. Marcy come to play master with her. Tell them the battery charge and with her. What's in place? Is your me drink the carnival again. I get clothes and I'm ready for the road. I may want to charge on. I get the clothes and I'm ready for the road. I may want to charge on. If you love the carnival, I love the carnival. Show me emotion, show me emotion. If you love the carnival, I love the carnival. Show me emotion, show me emotion. If you love the carnival, I love the carnival.
The 2011 Monarch Terror Kid finished 5th with Ramsey Isaac in 6th position, Sheldon Douglas 7th, Looney Spark and Electrify 8th, former King, Otis and Scholar tied for 9th. There was a 3-way tie for 11th position between Laura Lisa, Kennedy Mapp and Nicoyan, while 14th place went to Soca Banton, 15th went to Boogie B and 16th Xylem. Sherry and Noel, CC6 News Night.
When we return, Digicel, Flo and Westerhall Estate wins Monday Night Mass title.
Only one dishwashing liquid can do the job. Quicks is the expert in taking out the toughest grease easily. You know you can trust it. Quicks cuts grease better. Full stop.
Digicel makes you smile. Double the smiles, double the value. Free SMS, free international and local. Free magic number calls. Extra credit when you top up 10 or more. And get rewarded for your top up. Digicel gives you more to keep you smiling. Get free SMS when you top up with $10. Magic number calls when you top up with $15. Free international once you top up with $20. Free local calls to all Digicel number. Extra credit for $30 or more. You get more. 10% bonus credit to do anything you want. Digicel makes you smile. Double the smiles, double the value. Be extraordinary. Digicel.
Breeze removes stains in the first wash. The other detergents, not always. You have to wash it all again and use twice the amount. So, which one costs more? Do the math. Choose Breeze. Unbeatable stain removal.
Welcome back. The last set of Carnival winners announced on Wednesday are celebrating victory, including a St. George's-based Fancy Mass Band, a St. Patrick resident that captured another major win for the season, and a collaborative effort by 3 corporate companies.
The Big Three, Digicel, Flow and Wester Hall Estate, who partnered to present the Monday Night Mass Band Colors, has been judged #1 in 2013. The band amassed a total of 735 points, 6 points ahead of second place Grenada Breweries Limited portrayal of Grenada Nice, which amassed a total of 729, and 8 points ahead of Lime with the portrayal Lime in 24/7. The 3 partners on Thursday spoke of how elated they were on receiving the news.
We've been working very, very hard. We work hard every year, and of course this year has been an extraordinary year for us in that we were able to take the first place position. Together as a theme, we come up with different concepts, we argue about it, we debate on it. We try to always remember that it's the customer first. We consider ourselves the party band. We're not necessarily there for competition. While we do participate in the competition, it's about giving our revelers and our customers the best time on the road for Carnival. So it's always a customer focus. It's always thinking about what the customer wants to wear, what they want to do, what they want to enjoy. It's Carnival, it's color, and that's how we came up with the theme this year.
Over the years, everyone has always seen that our band is a party, fun band. If we win, great. This year, I must admit, we placed a little more effort in the presentation. There was a lot of lights from the headpiece, from the cup, and a bracelet. Product was readily available. People had a good time. I think our theme was well represented because remember, traditionally, Monday Night Mass is a t-shirt band. Our t-shirt design was done locally. The t-shirts were produced locally, so we kept it all local and we saw the results of it.
I was really pleased when I heard the news. I was very excited because I know that our team worked hard to come up with a concept. We wanted it to be fun. And I think most importantly, what we want is the revelers that participate with us is just to come out and have a good time. It's Carnival. It is an experience beyond words, really, in many ways. The length of the route is a challenge for some, but I think many of them really enjoy it. And when we reached the end of the route and it was 2:45, I asked myself, where did the time go? But I know, looking back at the revelers that were following our band, that they certainly enjoyed themselves. And that's what we wanted to do. We wanted to provide them an experience that was unforgettable.
Meanwhile, winner of the Lucozade King of the Road went to Jaylon Olive Boise for the 2nd consecutive year. With the selection he won the Soca Monarch with on Fantastic Friday, Mass Every Way. He spoke with CC6 Newsnight via telephone on Thursday.
Well, it's truly a blessing because, I mean, that's just to show that the people like the song because they made it the best song of the year to be chosen for Road March, you understand? So, I mean, to me, it's truly a blessing.
He says winning both titles is truly a great accomplishment.
God knows best because, I mean, firstly, I like to say thanks to the Most High God for life, health, and strength. My family after, and the fans, because without you, the fans, nothing is possible. Boise wouldn't be here, you understand? So the fans really give me the push to go there and make everything right. So I would like to say thanks to the fans.
Also speaking with CC6 on Thursday was band leader of Andre Garvey and Associates, Andre Garvey, who won the Band of the Year title in the Fancy Mass category.
Well, the band has been no different from past years. We've developed a theme and we deal with the judges' results. This year we've been, have the accolade of Band of the Year. So yes, it feels good after the hard work. Once I have a theme, I flesh out a story, and the costumes are made. I design where, anybody should look at the costume and could figure out in some part what the costume represents. In years we have done kind of abstract things, but there's still on the costume elements where you can see what the costume is. Because on Monday we had a problem with our sound system crossing the first judging point, and I don't know how well we did at that point, and we had to cross the stage without a description. But because the band was of a realistic kind of nature, I think the judges would have understood from the name of the band and the sections what we actually were portraying. If it was an abstract presentation, then you're kind of lost there.
Jenna James, with his Going Green portrayal, got the individual overall winner in the Old Mass category and also the most original and best current affairs. Evelyn Mark got most comical with his portrayal of Judas' wife. Old Mass Band went to Cafe Bull and Associates with Old Mass's Stupidness. Best Jab Band went to The Real Jabs, and the Colored Band went to Form on the Road. Sherry Ann Noel, CC6 Newsnight.
The Panorama title is back in the heart of the city, with the defending champion putting on a show to successfully defend its Panorama crown.
The Panorama Championship title has once again returned to the town of St. George following a spectacular performance by defending champions Koyaba New Dimension to hang on to their coveted top prize and over $30,000. The Melville Street St. George's-based Steel Orchestra scored 279 points with their selection celebrate 25 years to seal the victory ahead of 8 other bands. Koyaba New Dimensions made its presence felt with approximately 70 players clad in silver and black, all set to extinguish the fire of their closest rival from St. Paul's, Lime Comancheros, who took second place just 4 points behind the winners. An elated New Dimension manager and arranger, David Peck Edwards, said it is always a joy when someone is a winner.
This year we are celebrating 25 years as an organization, which is a major achievement, Silver Jubilee. So I first of all decided to make a song in recognition of that fact. And the 25th year we thought we should try to make it special. So we started with a major concert, and we said we tried to win all the competitions for the year. We did win the bomb shoot competition. Unfortunately, we placed second in the junior Panorama competition by 2 points. So tonight we just said we have to come out and give us our best shot, because we know that the bands would not lie down and just allow us to roll over them. We know that we had to work hard. So all last night into this morning, after 3 this morning, and we came back this evening, because we know hard work does pay off.
Mr. Edwards says it was the membership responding to the hunger for victory, and they worked in harmony as a team for months in order to seal the victory. New Dimension Steel Orchestra, which was formed in 1988, will celebrate its 25th anniversary in style following their victory, he says.
Well, I really want to thank the players, because they really made a lot of sacrifice. I want to thank their families, the mothers and fathers and so on who came by the panels, who stood up some late hours, who assisted in dropping people home. I want to thank the management of Dimension, people who prepare the meals, the drivers and so on. I want to thank our sponsors, I want to thank our supporters, and last but not least, foremost, we have to thank the Lord, because the Lord has really given us some talented people. He has blessed us with, some good leadership, good pantuna, and some good families.
Koyaba New Dimension also won the Bomb Tune competition, which is a component of the Steel Band competition, and was presented with their monetary prizes as well on Saturday. Visitor Imran Nasir was also seen enjoying the sound of the Sweet Pan melodies.
When I was trying to choose a destination to go for the weekend or something to enjoy, and I was searching on Google, and they said there's a nice little carnival going on in Grenada this time of the year, and so I decided to catch a flight and come down here, and sure enough, I'm having lots of fun. The people are lively. I mean, it's pouring outside right now, but that's not dampened the spirits of people. they're still enjoying, still having a good time. So I think that's pretty cool because in other places, in my past experiences around the world, when it starts raining, the party usually ends, but clearly it does not end in Grenada.
Prizes were also made to the winners and participating steel orchestras that played a part in the successful conclusion of the senior tournament, junior panorama, and bomb tune competition. Band arrangers for runners-up Comancheros, Andre Greenwich, and their third-place finishers Suzuki Pan Wizard, Michael Blaze Robinson, also spoke with CC6 Newsnight after their performance.
The arrangements was great. The players executed well, notwithstanding the fact that we played faster, but they're very skilled. It was very challenging in terms of the arrangement, but they were able to pull it through.
Pan Wizards is one of the few bands that really don't need panorama, right? We are very active in the hotels at almost every fete, and what we're trying to do is position ourselves to capitalize on all the jazz shows, and so we have a potential something for Miami coming up pretty soon, and a definite for Switzerland next year, July. So the band may not be in panorama again because we'll be traveling to Switzerland, but Pan Wizards, you know, we're trying to do a bit more than just focus on panorama. We have our annual Mother's Day concert. It's going to be a big affair. We're bringing in the Relator and Ray Hallman from Trinidad. So it's going to be a big something, and that's going to be our major focus for next year.
Fourth place in the 2013 competition went to Republic Bank Angel Harps, fifth Rainbow City All-Stars, sixth Digis Florida All-Stars, seventh Wagiti Panacea, eighth was Calabash Pan Lovers, and ninth was Grand Roy Pan Angels. The New Dimension Steel Orchestra took panorama titles on 9 occasions in 1988, 1989, 1992, 1995, 1996, 2002, 2003, 2008, 2012, and now 2013 to make it their 10th victory. Janelle Andrews, CC6 Newsnight.
Coming up in sports, Jamaica defeats TNT to take regional women's cricket championship title.
Cool me down. Nothing can hard in my country. So I open a bakery. Hey, yes. Hey, in order that I should marry. When did you jump, soca? Friendliest people you'll ever meet. Wise man with black stone beside it.
Live on Community Channel 6 every Saturday, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. It's Sound System Saturday.
Grenada, you are being watched by the hardest hitting commentary team ever assembled, and they tell you as they see it every Monday at 8 p.m. on Community Channel 6. Watchdog.
Biting commentary.
A biting commentary. Repeat broadcast Saturdays at 8 p.m.
Biting commentary.
Welcome back. Olympic 400-meter champion Kirani James speaks out following his 7th place finish at the 2013 World Championship in Moscow. And Jamaica defeated Trinidad and Tobago to win the Women's Regional Super 50 cricket tournament played in Grenada.
Olympic champion Kirani James says his World Championship 400-meter race did not go as designed and has issued an apology to his fans, especially those in Grenada. The 20-year-old finished a disappointing 7th in the men's 400-meter on Tuesday in Moscow, losing his title to American LaShawn Merritt, who ran a world-leading 43.74 seconds to regain the world title he lost 2 years ago. Another American, Tony McKay, took the second spot in a personal best time of 44.40 seconds, and Llewellyn Santos of the Dominican Republic was third in a season's best 44.52 seconds. Reporters spoke with Kirani after the meet.
Didn't go as planned. You know, I
actually died in the last 100 race, so that usually don't happen. But you know, just move on from that. You know, go over the tape, see where I went wrong. You know, go over this whole event, you know, and see what happened. But you know, just try to move on from that as soon as I can.
This is the second time James lost to Merritt this year after finishing second at the Prefontaine Classic in Oregon in June. However, James said he will return promising to be better.
I never looked at myself as a defending champion because I knew, you know, all the guys here are hungry and competitive, you know, so I just look at it as a clean slate for everybody. Everybody wanted, you know, this world championship. Everybody wanted a medal.
Kirani is scheduled to compete in a final Diamond League race in Zurich and return to his academic studies for the upcoming semester. Jamaica maintains that they can dominate every form of cricket after defeating top-rated Trinidad and Tobago in the final of the WICB's Super 50 Regional Women's Tournament at the Roy St. John playing field in Tantine, St. George on Wednesday. The two teams in Wednesday's final headed the points tally of their respective groups, with Jamaica hauling in 15 points in Group A, winning all three of their matches, and Trinidad and Tobago also had a clean sweep of Group B, accumulating 14 points. TNT had a rough start and managed to get a meager score of 83 in 35 overs, losing all their wickets in the process. However, the Jamaicans set a target of 84 for victory, quickly got to that mark in 24 overs with a loss of 3 wickets. Coach of the Jamaican side, Cleon Smith, says he is happy with the win.
I think our performance throughout this tournament has been very good. We play to plan. We are an experienced team, a seasoned team. I think probably the 4 or 5 best teams in this competition will be Jamaica, Trinidad, Barbados, Guyana, and St. Vincent. For you to come out on top in this, you have to play some good matches.
He says they had a plan going into the match that was well executed.
That we could finish the match early by doing the best thing first. So whatever we do first, that's always our plan. We try to win the match from there. So if we bowl first, we would want to get them out for a small total.
Mr. Smith says their next step is to prepare for the upcoming T20 tournament. Trinidadian manager Marjorie Thomas also spoke to Sports on 6 News team at the game.
We have a development program. We have the under-19 that is a feeder team for our senior team. We play our league games. We have league games that we play, tournaments, different tournaments that we play. That it's a progression that the team is selected after much of our local cricket is being played. So we really have, let us say, the cream of the crop from Trinidad and Tobago.
Guyana with 7 points came in second in Group A, and Barbados on 10 points took the runner-up slot in Group B. The Super 50 will be followed by the Regional 2020 tournament, which will commence on Friday. Jamaica, who is also the defending champions of the T20 tournament, will be hoping to make it once again to the grand final, scheduled for August 22nd at the Grenada National Stadium. The other 5 teams in the tournament are Dominica, Grenada, St. Lucia, Barbados and St. Vincent and the Grenadines. That's all we have for you in Sports on 6. I am Janelle Andrews.
That's all we have for you in Sports on 6. A recap of the headlines is next. Recapping the headlines, it was the week in which a GBSS student takes the top spot in 2013 CSEC exams. Scholar believes losing out on 8th Calypso Monarch title was an intentional plan to embarrass him on the magical night. And New Groovy and Soca Monarch Kings crowned on Bacchanal Friday night. In sports, Kirani James says defending his 400-meter world champion title did not go as planned. That brings us to the end of CC6 Newsnight Week in Review for August 12 to 15, 2013. Top stories from CC6 Newsnight can also be seen on our Facebook page, Flow Community Channel 6. On behalf of the news team, I'm Samantha Williams-Worm, thanking you for joining us.